Hi, welcome to Penguin Rundown. I'm Steve Tofill. Zach actually couldn't be with us this week. Last night, the YSU women improved to 12-5 on the year with a big win at Cleveland State, 72-63. Brandy Brown, no surprise, 28 points, 17 rebounds, quite the double-double there. Also added a couple of assists. Also have to mention, coming off the bench, Heidi Schlegel, 18 points and 8 rebounds. Ideal production from your bench, any coach will agree. YSU out-rebounded, out-assisted, they out-stole, they won the turnover battle. As any of us know, that is a recipe for success in almost any situation. YSU women are off to one of their best starts in recent years, and it's only going to get more exciting as the season progresses. Let's take a look right now at their upcoming schedule. Okay, as you can see, their next game will be Saturday, January 26th at 4:35 p.m. here in Youngstown at the Beagley Center. After that, they'll be at UIC Thursday, January 31st. That'll be a 5:30 p.m. start. Following game after that will be at Wright State on Friday, February 1st, and that'll be a 9 p.m. start. And here's a look at the Horizon League standings. Green Bay is on top, 4-0 so far in conference play. Wright State in second at 3-2. And here's YSU. They're actually one of 4 teams that are all 2-2 right now, but YSU with the fewest overall losses, just 5 as you can see. That's actually the tiebreaker, so that puts them in the 3rd spot, and of course that can make quite a difference come tournament time. You see Detroit and Valparaiso behind them at the 4 and 5 spots. And let's go to the second page. There's UIC now at 2-2. Cleveland State, you can see, now 2-3 after the defeat last night to YSU. Also, Loyola and Milwaukee both at 1-3, but they still got some time to catch up a little bit. Now, to look at the men, YSU, their last game was Wednesday night. They had a big 68-61 victory over Wright State. 4 starters finished in double digits when they're scoring. Blake Allen had 17 points, 6 rebounds, 3 assists. Kendrick Perry, his friend in the backcourt, 14 points, 10 rebounds, 5 assists. Beelan, one of the new big stars for YSU men's basketball, had 10 points and 4 assists. And of course, the high scorer that day was Damian Ergel with 18 points, and he added 6 rebounds also. Now, YSU men's basketball for their upcoming games, they also play Saturday, January 26th at 2:05 p.m. They'll be before the women. Following that game will be Wednesday, January 30th, 7:05 p.m. They'll be hosting Valparaiso here in Youngstown, and then they'll be at Detroit on Friday, February 1st, also a 9 p.m. start. I'd like to mention, however, Saturday the 26th, Panera Bread sponsored Kids Day. There will actually be a rummage sale to raise money on the 2nd floor of the Beagley Center in the gymnasium area. And, of course, it's a big day for YSU, big day for Panera and their sponsorship. We have the men's game and the women's game. And it's going to be a fun day for everyone. Bring the family, bring the kids down. Big day of fun at the Beagley Center at YSU. And now to look at the men's standings. Valparaiso at 6-1 in the Horizon League in first. Wright State second at 5-2. And then there's Detroit and Green Bay tied for third, really, at 4-3. However, Detroit getting the tiebreaker with fewer overall losses. YSU in 5th right now, 3-3 in the Horizon League. Wouldn't be surprised if they start to improve on that winning percentage, though, as YSU just gets stronger with the more conference opponents they face. Now look at the second page. There's UIC at 3-4 in the Horizon League. Loyola at 2-4. Cleveland State at 2-5. Milwaukee at the bottom, also with the men here, just 1-5 in the Horizon League, but still some time for them. And as far as track is concerned, a lot of stuff going on at the Watts. YSU currently promoting 2 weeks worth of events at the Watts. The YSU Invitational is actually taking place Friday, January 25th. And also, the following weekend, February 1st and 2nd, the YSU National Invitational will be taking place at the Watts. Zach Humphreys was able to catch up with some of our track stars a little earlier this week, and we're going to show you some of the footage from his interviews.
And I'm here with Sierra Jarrett, a sprinter from Milwaukee. Sierra, talk about your first event this year.
Well, my first event, the first track meet, it went good. I ran unattached, unfortunately, but I ran some real good times. I set another facility record. I really didn't do the 60. I ran a 400, which wasn't good this year, but my 200 time is coming down. Hopefully I win the title again indoor.
Talk about this Friday coming up, a big invitational here in this facility.
it's going to be a real big invitational. The team should do good. We did okay in New York, but since we're home on the home track and it's a 300-meter track, we all should do real good. Great times should be run this weekend. We have high expectations.
Do you have a little home track advantage?
Yes, we do. Since it's fast, it's our home and we know, so we do.
And just talk about the winning tradition here at YSU. Was it a selling point when you picked your school?
Yes, it was. Actually, the coach came to my house and recruited me. He had all his rings on his finger. I'm like, oh, I want to come here. I want 4 rings. So we had got one. We received one last year. Our goal is to get one this year for indoor and outdoor. So we hopefully get a gold instead of silver.
All right, Sierra, good luck Friday and the rest of the season. And I'm here with Terrell Irwin, a sprinter for the Penguins men's team. Talk about your first event and, obviously the one coming up Friday.
Oh, yes, that first event was great. I can't believe we actually, because we had a change of weightlifting coaches and things like that, so the expectation was, it's hard to describe, but once we got on the track and we seen how everything panned out, it was an amazing feeling.
Are you excited for that next one being here in the Watts?
Yes, because it's pretty much like being at our facility and we don't have to travel. It's like everything's practice. The nervousness is gone, So it's like being like this is my 4th year here and what have you. Being that we have this facility now, it's just a blessing to be able to wake up at my house and then be able to just walk down to the facility and not have to worry about a hotel or anything of that nature. It's great.
Talk about the winning tradition here at YSU. The men and the women both share.
Oh yes. On the women's side, man, the women they really put in work. Being that the scholarship wise, I know how with football, the women don't have to worry about football and a specific amount of scholarships that they get. So they get a significant amount of scholarships more. So they get more quantity along with their quality. Now with the men's, we have specific amount of scholarships. So we have to really go with quality over quantity, which is actually good because it actually pans out to our winning tradition, which means say they brought in me and my friend Mike, which they call us the Twin Towers, and ever since we came in our freshman year, we've been ranked at least in the top 3, top 2 ever since we've been here. So it's the winning tradition is pretty good.
Being around it a little bit, it seems like you guys all get along. Do you guys push each other, the women and the men?
Yes, we do. Sometimes at practice, we'll be running side by side and things like that. We'll start at the same time, and if us guys like me and Michael, we'll just take off, and the girls will be a little bit behind us or whatever, and then we'll turn back, and then make gesture them and stuff like that, like you can't catch us and things like that. So where make them run harder and stuff like that, and it always seems to pan out.
Well, thanks a lot, Terrell, and good luck the rest of the season.
All right, thank you.
And, of course, we'd also like to mention that YSU, for the 2nd year in a row, will be hosting the Horizon League Indoor Track Finals. Those will be February 23rd and 24th, and you're sure to hear a lot more about those as we get closer to the day here on Rundown. Don't forget to follow us on Twitter at YSU Sports. For Penguin Rundown, I'm Steve Tofill. Have a good week.